So I have decided to do my favorite reading because I just launched my podcast and I'm working on a vlog, and I thought it would be a really good idea to go ahead and do a reading to get a feel for the energy surrounding this new endeavor for me. I do a 5-card spread, and it's one card from 5 different decks. The first card we're going to pull is from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And the first card we pull is Dana, the High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that you can help others through your spiritual teachings. What a fantastic first card to pull for this spread. Really excited about this. So we start with that card, the Goddess Guidance card, and then we move to the Dolphin and Mermaid deck. And the card we have for the Dolphin and Mermaid deck is the Treasure Chest. The Treasure Chest is about an unforeseen windfall of new abundance coming now. And when you think about abundance in the way that I do, which is all about just everything that comes to you, new connections, new people, it's not just about cash money. This new endeavor just feels so delicious and juicy and abundant, and I am super excited by that particular card. So the next card I pull is from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, which is one of my very favorite oracle decks. That card is the Hungry Ghosts. Interesting card. The Hungry Ghosts is about obsessions, scarcity consciousness, and attachments. So the Hungry Ghost appears on your path, and they may not seem like allies because they represent your focus on the past and consuming desire to know the future, which rob you of your true present. But in fact, they're here to service by alerting you of obsessive thinking and addictions. They are masters at magnifying repetitive behaviors. The message is for me to examine whether I'm doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Now is the time for me to let go of that thinking, surrender my will, my life, my heart's desire, and all that pains me to the divine, and order will be restored. They also bring an understanding about the distractions in life that seduce you to forgetting what you really desire, which is interesting because I have wanted to do this for quite some time and honestly avoided it. So this has been in the works for me for probably about 2 years. So that's my reminder that I'm finally letting that go, that I'm finally stepping fully into the flow of abundance that is out there for my life. So good. The fourth deck that I pull from is the Crystal Angel card. And the card we get for that is Larimar. And the card Larimar is about sensitive emotions. Time of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. And really just had that new moon in Taurus, that deep earthy energy. I have been doing ritual baths. I have been really indulging myself in self-care, avoiding the news and ugliness kind of out in the world, because that's what I need right now. Really reading and listening to delicious, fulfilling, soul-lifting things, eating some great meals. So I feel it. I feel that energy of being sensitive and noticing emotions and really taking some time for making sure that I am taking care of me. The fifth card is from the Da Vinci Enigma Tarot deck by Caitlin Matthews. It is by far one of my most absolute favorite tarot decks ever. And what I like about it is I don't use this particular deck in the traditional fashion of the tarot. This book gives a soul code or soul path meaning to each card. And in addition to that, it then gives you a demi. And so the story behind the demi meaning tell me, is as Leonardo da Vinci drew these pictures, when he switched his pen nib, he would say demi as if telling the pen nib, tell me what art's supposed to come out of me, tell me what drawing is coming forth right now. And so each card has a question, a tell me that's attached to it. And so that's really why I absolutely love this deck. So the card we got for this drawing, oh my goodness, Major Arcana, it is the card 5. It's the Hierophant. And so we'll get into what that card means specifically. The Hierophant is the soul code. The soul seeks for channels of spiritual truth and sources of sacred illumination to help find a way through life. It is not through religion alone, but through deeply moral ideologies, lifestyles, and beliefs that the soul finds the necessary synthesis to honor both macrocosm and microcosm. The triple crown of the Hierophant is bestowed when the lesser and greater worlds are in balance with the self. What an amazing, amazing read for me for the launch of my podcast and my vlog. I am loving this. The demi, the questions that the Hierophant card is calling us to ask ourselves. How do you bridge the microcosm of daily life with the macrocosm of spiritual existence? How can you mediate between the imponderable and the irreconcilable things in this matter? What a phenomenally perfect card for me to get for the launch of Crushing It in Chaos, for the launch of the birth of this podcast that for me is a way to help women, people, whoever, learn how to find their center and find their path through a number of ways in order to crush it every day. The chaos isn't going to stop. The world is going to keep turning. But what can we do? What tools are available to us to help us navigate through all of this? I am super, super excited about the reading that I just got for this launch. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you are interested in a reading, I do have them. They're available, and I will post a link if you would like to book with me. Have a great one.